Hello everybody, it's Lisa Brown of Brown Eyed Girls Crafting. I hope you guys have all had a great morning. I've got my watch on here so I can keep up with my time. We're going to go ahead and get started. I picked up this tobacco basket at a thrift store last summer, I believe. And I went ahead and put this wired wire, it's paper wire around. And that paper wire came from this magnolia, or not this magnolia, this dogwood stem that we used last night. I bought it, I believe, at Dollar Tree last summer. We're going to go ahead and make a sign to put in this, and I put this wire here around it because we're going to go some flowers around. Hey, Luella. Hey, Linda. Hi, Lynette. Hey, Robin. Linda, I have a friend who spells her first name just like you, and you don't see that very often. Hey, Barbara. Okay, I needed something to go in the center of that, and I didn't have anything here in the house, so I just found some jumbo craft sticks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. I did 8 of them, and I put 3 on the back here. Hey, Margaret. Hi, Luella. Hey, Anna. And if you guys haven't been following my page, I'd love for you to follow my page. And I'm going to use 3 Jenga blocks to hold it up inside that tobacco basket. Okay. We're going to put a stencil on this. But I'm going to go ahead and take some of this Waverly Agave, it's kind of a bluish green paint. And I'm going to dry brush some on this wood right here. Hey, Vicki. Hey, Tamara. Yeah, Jeff is sitting over keeping Emma occupied. We have her today. And I'm just going to go at a diagonal angle and just put a little bit of color on this blue, this brown background. I took truffle chalk paste with a baby wipe and used that as a stain for this brown. There, that's a little brighter right there. That's what I want. A little bit of blue. Just something that'll pop in the center of that tobacco basket. Let me get that in water so I don't get it all over. Hey, Pat. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Ruth. Let me get my lid back on because I'm notorious about spilling that. And there's what I've done. I just put some paint on it to give it a little bit of color. Thank you, Barbara. Hey, Donna. Thank you, Stacy. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Rita. Yeah, Emma's over here, and she's ready to go eat some pizza. We're going to go out and eat pizza for lunch. I'm going to go ahead and dry this. Hey, Deb. Pat Heat is sitting in the recliner occupying Emma. Oh, good, Patricia. Thank you, Shar. Okay, I went ahead and dried that. It's kind of bowed just a little bit, but that's okay. And I have just some paste wax here that I bought from a company called, well, it's where I bought those sunflower transfers. It was in a little craft booth, and this is wax from Dixie Belle. I'm going to try it. Get my hands here. It says it's unscented, and it's unscented. That's kind of what I wanted. Oops, I'm knocking stuff off here. I'm going to take just a paper towel here. Oh, that's really soft. And I'm going to go ahead and just put some wax on this right here. And we're going to let it set for a minute while we're fixing our basket. Wow. Look at the shine that gave that. It really brought out the color. You can see that with the wax. I really like that. I may have to start using this one. And it doesn't take much wax. Okay, let me just give it a little buff here. We're going to set it aside, and we're going to put our stencil on that in just a second. Let me find my trash sack here. Let's get our basket back here. And what I'm going to do is, last night I made some dogwood coffee filter flowers, and if you missed that video, make sure you go back and watch it. And I made a smaller version of it today that we're going to use and put on here. Barbara, because this is a wood that's not like a surface I normally would use, since I'm going to put a magnolia stencil on that, it'll help me help protect my stencil, basically. Oh, hi, Cindy. Welcome from Utah. We'd love to have you come watch our page. Okay, here's what I've done. I took those leaves off of that garland, and I just hot glued it across right here on the bottom to give me a little bit more base. And I'm going to take my hot glue here, and I'm going to put a big glob. And I'm going to try to get it as much on that stem as I can. You're welcome, Barbara. You just have to kind of play it by ear which surfaces you want to use some wax on. Okay. And I've started gluing this little dogwood on here. Right there. We've got some other flowers that I've bought we're going to put in. Let me see if hopefully this is going to stay. These are a little harder to attach. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the tip of this off on the bottom where I've pinched it up to get me a flatter surface right there. And I'm going to put this leaf right here on. Let's let that one sit. Let's do all of these just real quick. Some of these bottoms are a little flatter than others. And this kind of helps it to stay on. You could take a little bit of glue and stick in between here and kind of glue your leaf onto your petal. That's one way of doing it. But I made up 7 of these little coffee filter flowers this morning. I'm going to put the garland that I did last night in the giveaway box that we're going to draw names for tonight. Hey, Cynthia. You can go online to dixiebelle.com and buy their wax. I just happened to be in a craft booth in a kind of like a flea market, and they had it there. But I do know you can order it on their website. Let me get another one here. But these little coffee filter flowers are easy to do. And I did a video last night on them with a little bit bigger version. Thank you, Marla. Anna, we draw 4 names every night that we go on. And I don't do it when I'm doing events like this one. I don't draw names, but we draw names, and at the end of the month, we put all of those in a box and draw out a name. And it's just kind of random who gets drawn. It's, oops, my little jewel I'm going to use is hanging on there. Let me get this right here. I got 2 tangled up together. It's kind of random how you get picked, because it's really just the luck of the draw. Anna, you should get it. Somebody got theirs yesterday, of all days when the post office is closed. So you should be getting it today, I would think, because the one yesterday went to Montana. Okay. Which one person last night on the video, she says she got hers, and the post office is closed, but we got them all shipped out on Saturday. Okay. 6, here's the 7th one. I knew I had 7 here. And then I've got some bought, I guess it's kind of a, not lavender, but a lilac looking. It's not really lilac, but it's just a purple flower we're going to add in here to give it some color. Is it raining? No, it's not raining, but it sure looks like it's going to downpour. Okay, I've got all of the stems on these. We got 20 minutes. Like that one popped off. And if they pop off, I'm going to glue the stem to one of the flower petals, just to make sure they hold on. Okay, let's take a little bit of glue right here, and we'll stick it right here and let it hang on that one. I may just have to glue these to the basket and let that wire be decoration. That one's staying. Make sure I don't get my fingers burnt, because I really don't want to go to Arizona with burnt fingers. Hey, Tammy Rice, where in Arizona are you located? We have 8 crafters that are meeting up tomorrow in Phoenix. Hi, Nancy and Barbara. Okay. I see comments and I don't see comments. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I love making coffee filter flowers. Now the trick's going to be is to get these to stick on that little wire. You may have to go ahead and get our sign and get it in here so it'll be out of the way. Let me grab a glue stick here. It's just out of my reach. Okay, let's go ahead and put our sign together so we can get that in and we can see where else we need to add some flowers. I'm going to use it with the sticks going vertical. And I'm going to use this Magnolia stencil that says Ephesians 2:8, for it is by grace you have been saved. And that is one of the Magnolia stencils with the Bible verse on it. And it just fits these 8 places. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do it in white. Oh, thank you. I love dogwood too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this in white. I think it'll stand out. I got a little bump right there in my board, so hopefully it won't seep out. Let's hope. Okay, let me get on here. I'm going to get my excess off. And let's peel this off. And I can see where I had a tiny little spot here where the board was uneven. And I'm going to just take my skewer here. I'm going to kind of wipe some of that off where it bled through just a little bit on this one board. And fix that. And there we go. You can see right here, one of my boards was kind of popped up, so it left a little bit right there, but that's okay. We can live with that. And what did I do with my blow dryer? Let me dry this real quick. I don't think we're going to need that anymore. And I'm going to flip this over. I'll let you see it here real quick. And we're going to put 3 little Jenga blocks right here. And I'm going to glue them sideways. And I got to find the flattest part of the bottom here, because it naturally has a curve in it. And we don't want our sign to kind of bow up a little bit. We want to kind of lay it flat. Thank you, Barbara. I might only be able to get 2. Let's see here. I'm going to put some glue there and there. And hopefully we'll hit this right in the center. And that will hold. I think it is. We got that so far. So let's go ahead and glue on some more of these flowers. I want to make sure we can see the words, so I'm going to kind of angle my flowers just different directions. And I just put my thumb in some hot glue. Hi, Hazel. Hey, Lois. Let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm just angling them around. Okay, I'm going to put another one probably right about there. Kind of move my stem around just a little bit. Oh, thank you, Hazel. And up here at the top, I'm just going to leave 1 on each side. And I'm going to try to put in some of this little purple filler that I just pulled off of a bush that I got at Hobby Lobby. It was on half price. It was $9.99 and I got it 50% off when they were having their spring sale. Let's put some of this purple in here. We'll just try to put some glue along that long stem and find some place to attach it here, just as a filler. Try to hit one of those little slats in there. I clipped off several little pieces. These are just really cute and delicate flowers. Let's have this one come up. Let's see if we find the flat piece here. I'll grab those flowers. So that can hit the bottom there. Whoop, I hit my stem. Get glue on that stem. See if it'll rub off. There it goes. Get a little bit right there. Make sure these are in good. Let's take another one. Let's put down here. You stick some glue right there and try to just follow that. Bend that a little bit. It's just gonna look like this is all nestled in some really pretty flowers. Hi, Joy. I see a lot of new names on here. Okay, we got that one, and let's come up this side and we'll find another piece. That's a little bit too big. Where'd my scissors go? Well, I don't see my clippers. Try this and see if it'll cut. There you go. We'll make this one come on this side. And I'm just gonna glue that widest piece right there. And just find a place to stick it down in. Preferably on one of these little slats. Hey, Diana Ham. Kind of just pull these out. Whoops, not pull off, pull out. I pulled this little one off here. Let me see if I can get it back on. There we go. And that's what we've got so far right there. You can see that. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some up here at the top. Let's see what we can fit here. Same thing, this little stem right here is just a little bit too long, so I'm gonna just bend it. Whoop, came right off. And let's glue it down. We got 10 minutes here. Let's find a place for it. I've got 2 more of these. I thought I had 2, 4. I guess I made 8 of these flowers. I didn't want to have an odd number on here, so. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Shelly. And let's get one more piece and even it out. Stick that on there. And let's stick this little piece in. There. This is coming a lot faster than I thought it was going to. I was trying to prep some of it. That's what we've got so far, right there. Thank you for the stars, Ruth. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a place for these 2 right here. Let's just go ahead and add them in around the sides. If we've got them, we may as well use them. Let's go ahead and stick these in here. Oh, thank you, Hazel and Lola. I'll tell you what, coffee filters are easy to make. Jeff, you want to hand me that vase over there? And I'll show them again what we made. And if you haven't seen me before, I've got a couple videos where I've made a couple extra flowers. I've made peonies. I've made some glads. They're upstairs. But I'll show you what we've made this last few weeks. And then you can go check out those videos. Let's make this go a little more on top. That vase over there. And we still can see our little purple flowers come out here. While this is drying, I'll show you some of the flowers that we've made recently. Now this one I painted just white coffee filters. And that's just paint on a white coffee filter. This one is a dyed one, pink. And this has a little of both on it. And I just took a flower that I've pulled all the heads off and just used it. And then we made some magnolias. Here's the magnolias. I've got a pink one in there. But here's our magnolias that we've made. And those are just so easy to make. Someone asked me to make a dogwood, and I figured out how to do a dogwood. I'm going to take these extra leaves that I have right here, and I'm going to go ahead and glue them. Let's see, where can we put them? Let's put them right here. Let's get a few more leaves in here so you can see some greenery. And let's do this one right over there. A little hot. Okay. We've got about 4 minutes. I'm going to show you that a bow I made, and it's what they call a breast cancer loop bow. Right there. And the way to do that, and I'll just show you how we do it. You make the breast cancer symbol right there. And depending on how big you want your bow will be how big you've got your loops. And then you bring it down to the center. And it's going to look just like that. Let me see, I got something twisted here. There. You have your breast center bow. Then you bring this down right here, and you tie it here in the middle, and you have your 2 bows right here, and you just cut them off. So I made one, just a small one right here, and I kept my 2 ties on it because I want to tie this on. That way if I decide I want to change it out later, I can do that. And so I'm just going to tie it to the basket. Let me get it here where I can make sure I've got it on here right. Just show you. Got one string. Where's my other one? Right there. I'm just going to tie it to my basket. That way if I decide I want to change it out later, I can do that. Right there. And then let's fluff out our bow. Let's bring our little ties down. And then I have a little gem that I've got from Totally Dazzled. I'm an ambassador for them. And I picked out this little bitty thing, gem. Cindy, where in Oklahoma were you born and raised? We live in Stillwell, which is northeast Oklahoma. And I'm going to glue this right in the center to finish off this bow. Right there. Oh, thank you, Diana. She's ready to go eat pizza. However, today she told her Pop and I, she said, Pop, when I get old and I have kids, she said, I want to go on vacation like Gigi, and then you guys can watch my kids. Out of the mouths of babes. Sayre, Oklahoma. Sayre. Is that down by Lawton, maybe? And there we go. This is our project we did today. Isn't that cute? Just a little bit of pop in the center. I can even make my ties just a little shorter so we can see the words. Just a little bit. That way it doesn't take away from the words. Anyway, there you guys go. Isn't that cute? And you can see a close-up of those dogwoods. It was easy to do. Well, it is noon and my time is up. Make sure you guys go over and watch the next presenter in Craft Around the Clock. Make sure you click that link. It's a free group to get into. and there are a lot of exciting things coming soon. You guys have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.